Black played Queen f7 check. Pause the video to analyze White's next move. King d6. White might go for pawn promotes to queen at e8 check. Queen takes e8. Rook takes e8 check and establish a winning position. Queen e8 was chosen by Black. King c7. Queen f7. On d5. King h8. On d6. White might go for on d7. King g7. Pawn promotes to queen at e8 and increase their advantage significantly. King g7 played by Black. On d7. White is looking to play pawn promotes to queen at e8 and dominate the board. Queen f2 played by Black. Pawn promotes to queen at d8. Queen c2 check. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White just played Queen c6. Pause the video to find out Black's response. Rook h7 check. King g3. Rook g7. Queen e8 check. King h7 check. King h4. Rook h6 check. Queen h5. Rook c7. Black is setting up to play rook takes c4 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Pawn c5 was chosen by White. Rook takes h5 check. King takes h5. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Queen h8. Pause the video and try to find Black's next move. Pawn f5 check. King d4. King f4. Queen h6 check. King g3. Queen takes d6 check. King g2. Queen e6. Pawn h2. Queen c6. Pawn promotes to queen at h1. Black wants to play Queen h8 check. King c5. Rook c3 check. King b6. Queen b8 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. On d6. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. Black just played Queen takes b2. Pause the video to figure out White's next move. Black considers playing Queen takes c3 and dominate the board. King g7 was chosen by White. Queen b5. On f7. White is preparing to play pawn promotes to queen at f8 and establish a winning position. Queen d7 was chosen by Black. Rook g6 check. King takes e5. King g8. White's idea is to play pawn promotes to queen at f8 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen d3 move preferred by Black. Black considers playing queen takes g6 check and dominate the board. On h5 was chosen by White. On b5. Pawn promotes to queen at f8. Queen d1. White has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black just played Rook f2 check. Pause the video to find out White's response. Queen takes f2. Rook takes f2 check. King takes f2. King e4. On h4. King takes d4. On h5. King d3. On h6. King c2. On h7. King takes b2. Pawn promotes to queen at h8 check. King takes b3. White is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. King d4. Pause the video to analyze White's next move. Black wants to play Queen e1 check. King g2. Rook g3 check. King h2. Queen g1 mate and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook takes e3 move preferred by White. Queen a2 check. Rook e2. Queen f7 check. King e1. White is preparing to play. Pawn promotes to queen at e8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen e8 move preferred by black. On h6. King c3. Rook e3 check. King c2. On h7. King c1. Pawn promotes to queen at h8. White is looking to play. Queen a1 check. King c2. Rook c3 mate and seize the initiative. Queen takes h8 played by black. Pawn promotes to queen at e8. Queen h4 check. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White played. Pawn takes g4. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Rook f2 check. King g3. Rook to f3 check. Queen takes f3. On h4 check. King g2. White intends to play. Queen e4 check. King h6. Queen e3 check. King g7. King h3 and dominate the board. Rook takes f3 was chosen by black. King takes f3. King g5. King e4. King takes g4. King d5. On h3. King takes c5. On h2. King takes b4. Pawn promotes to queen at h1. Black wants to play. Queen c6. On c5. King f4. King c4. King e4 and gain a significant edge. On a4 white is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White played. Queen takes e5. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. White is looking to play. Queen takes h5 check and take decisive advantage. On h4 played by black. Black's idea is to play. On g2. King d5. Pawn promotes to queen at g1 and dominate the board. Queen c3 played by white. On f3 check. King e5. King g2. Black intends to play. On f2. Queen c8. Rook e4 check. King takes e4. Pawn promotes to queen at f1 and dominate the board. King f5 played by white. Rook g8. Black is setting up to play. On f2. Queen c6 check. King g1. Queen c5. On h3. King e4. On h2 and seize the initiative. Queen c6 was chosen by white. On h3. Queen d5. Rook f8 check. King e5. On h2. Black's idea is to play. Pawn promotes to rook at h1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen d6 move preferred by white. On f2. Queen d5 check. King g1. Queen c5. Pawn promotes to queen at h1. Black is looking to play. Queen h5 check. King d6. Rook f6 check. King e7. Queen takes c5 check and gain a significant edge. Queen b4. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. Black played. King g8. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Black is planning to play. King f7. King h2. Queen c6. Rook takes c4. King takes e7 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook f4 was chosen by white. White's idea is to play. Rook f8 check. Rook takes f8. Pawn promotes to queen at ex f8 mate and gain a significant edge. On g5 played by black. Rook takes e8 check. Queen takes e8. Rook f8 check. Queen takes f8. Pawn promotes to rook at ex f8 check. King takes f8. King f1. King e7. King e2. White intends to play. Pawn g4. King d6. King d2. King c6. King c3. King b5. Pawn f3. King c6. King takes c4 and take decisive advantage. King f7 played by black. Pawn g4. King e6. King d2. Pawn c3 check. King takes c3. King e5. King c4. White wants to play. King takes c5 and seize the initiative. King f4 move preferred by black. On a4. King takes g4. On a5. King f5. On a6. King f4. On a7. On g4. Pawn promotes to queen at a8. White intends to play. Queen f8 check. King e5. Queen h6. King f5. Queen takes h7 check and establish a winning position. On h5 black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Queen e5. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. Rook takes c2 check. King b1. Rook h2. On b4. Rook cf2. Queen c7 check. King h6. Black is aiming to play. Rook f1 check. Queen c1. Rook takes c1 check and take decisive advantage. Queen c1 played by white. King h5. On a4. King g4. On a5. Rook b2 check. King a1. Rook a2 check. King b1. Rook hb2 check. Queen takes b2. Rook takes b2 check. King takes b2. King f3. Black intends to play. King takes e3 and increase their advantage significantly. King b3 move preferred by white. On b5. King c2. King takes e3. King c3. On a6. Black considers playing. King e4. King b3. King takes f4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King b2 was chosen by white. King takes f4. King c2. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game.